Good morning and welcome to the Senate Chamber. Today is Monday, July 17, 2023. It's exactly 10:37 in the morning for the Senate session, eighth special session. And before we proceed with our agenda this morning, if I could ask for a moment of silence, please. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalta,
Sige.
Senator Cruz,
Here.
Madam President,
Here.
Senator Hofschneider, Senator King Neighbors,
Here.
Senator Magofnia, Senator Manglonia Donald,
Present.
Senator Manglonia Paul, Senator Mendiola.
Here.
Madam President, we have 6 members present and 3 members absent.
Thank you, Clerk. We have 6 members present, enough to establish a quorum for this morning's session. And for the 3 members, Senators Paul, Senator Jude Hofschneider, and Senator Karina Magofnia is hereby excused from today's session. Moving on item B, before we proceed with that, just for the viewing public, we are live on cable channel 23. And also, we are going to be uploading the session on their YouTube channel, as well as we're live on the legislature's Facebook page. Item B for the agenda this morning, we are now open for public comment. And for anyone, you may come up and state your name. And also, if you have a copy of your public comment, please provide it to the Sergeant at Arms for our records as well. And the department or any entity you're representing this morning, thank you.
Good morning, and thank you, Madam President. I assume you're used to seeing me every morning. First of all, Madam President, greetings from the administration across. On behalf of Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apateng, I wish to take this opportunity and thank you once again for allowing the report of and confirmation report of the almost to the last of our cabinet members, Mr. John Pua, who will be heading the Division of Fire and Emergency Services Department. I wish to express my gratitude as well to Chairwoman Senator Selena Babauta for her earnest effort in conducting the public hearing towards the end of Mr. Pua's appointment days, which would expire soon in a week and a half. And I thank our EAGI committee for the expeditious process. And of course, you, Madam President, for this morning, for allowing the committee report to be taken up on today's session, special session, and advance Sidus Masi to our esteemed Senate members who are presently here this morning, and to those that have expressed in the past their support that are absent this morning. So I thank you on behalf of our people, and more so from the administration for taking this agenda up this morning. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon. I know that I can tell from your smiling face that you're hungry early. Thank you, Madam President, and enjoy your day, all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Babauta. I thought that's just a conversation between you and I. That is almost lunchtime. And just for clarification, the appointee, actually, the final expiration date is today. And that's for the reason why we're also confirming. So please proceed. Thank you. State your name. You have 5 minutes.
Honorable members of this committee of the Senate, my name is Claudio Cotomornarita. I'm here to voice my support for the confirmation of Mr. John A. Pua as the Commissioner of Defense. Full disclosure, Mr. Pua and I grew up together in our little village in the north. We went to elementary school together. We've been friends for the longest of time. As the first Commissioner for Defense, I basically relied heavily on John for his advice and counsel on fire operations and fire needs. As you all know, my background is in law enforcement, not fire fighting. And his counsel, his advice to me on a day-to-day operation was very instrumental in in being the first defense commissioner. I was able to, because of his advice, I was able to make judgment calls that were beneficial to the community, but also to the Department of Fire. I asked the Senate body, Madam Chair, Madam President, and of course, thank you for the chair for EAGI and the members who've pushed this out of the committee to please expedite this confirmation today for Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apatang's nominee or appointee to the fire department. As you know, DFEMS is a very critical agency with DPS and corrections. It's one of the key agencies that cannot be left. It's already July, 7 months into the administration, and we really need to put a final commissioner into the position so that he can start to implement his programs, his ideas that he expressed to the subcommittee or to the EAGI committee. Again, thank you for this day, and I hope that the expedition and confirmation will be done today also. Thank you.
Sizos Masi, Mr. Norita. Public comment is still open. Anybody to comment on any of the items on the agenda? None? Okay, we are officially closing the public comment period under this particular agenda. Moving on, reading and approval of the journal. Clerk?
Madam President, we have none.
Thank you. Item D, messages from the governor. Clerk?
Madam President, we have Governor's Message number 23-117 to 23-125.
Thank you. Any comments from the members? None? Item E, communications from the judiciary. There's none. Item F, communications from the heads of executive department. Clerk?
Madam President, we have Department Message number 23-12.
Thank you, Clerk. Any comments from the members? None? Item G, communications from the House. Clerk?
Madam President, we have House Communication numbers 23-39 to 23-45.
Thank you. Comments from the members? Recognize Senator Donald Maglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. This is in regards to House Communication 2342 regarding House Bill 23-60 HD1 to reappropriate funds to the Health Network Program. After clarification from Secretary of Finance, I received the fund status report that these funds are available for reappropriation, and so if the body chooses to act on it, I can provide copies to the members if they would like a copy of that fund status report. And so, however the body feels they should dispose of this, we can forgo the committee hearing on this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Maglonia. Any other comments from the members? None? Item H, communications from the Senate. Clerk?
Madam President, we have Senate Communication numbers 23-193 to 23-211.
Thank you, Clerk. Any comments from the members? Okay, none. Item I, communications from the Washington delegate. There's none. Item J, unfinished business. There's none. Item K, pre-filed bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. I would like to recognize now the author is actually not here. And so let me just read out. It's Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-02 to commemorate the distinguished and remarkable life of the late Candido Solumwar Babauta Taman and to recognize his honorable service to the people of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands and throughout Micronesia, that was introduced by Senator Jude Hofschneider. Item L, introduction of bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. There's none. Item M, reports of standing committees. I would like to recognize now the floor leader, acting floor leader, Senator Selena Babauta.
Thank you, Madam President. There is one standing committee report number 2338 from the Committee on Executive Appointments and Governmental Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Juan A. Pua, nominated to fill the position of Commissioner for the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services.
Thank
And
you,
I
floor
move for
leader.
its adoption.
Thank you. There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-38, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? I now recognize the floor leader, Acting Floor Leader, Senator Selena Babauta.
Thank you again, Madam President and members. As to Committee Report 2338, reporting on the nomination of Mr. Juan Uggan Pua, nominated for Commissioner for the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services. Mr. Pua was nominated on April 18, 2023. He appeared before the EAGI Committee on July 17, 2023, where his credentials were evaluated. This permitted for a closer examination of the appointee's certifications and professional experience and his views critical to leading the defense. Mr. Ogden has served the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services since 1989 and is a son of the CNMI. The EAGI committee received a multitude of letters expressing support from across the Marianas to include the United States, and the committee received no letters in opposition. The committee shares the administration's confidence in Mr. Ogden's professional experiences, and the committee recommends the adoption of Committee Report 2338 to confirm Mr. Pua to serve as the next commissioner of the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services. And my apologies, his name is Mr. Juan Uggan Pua. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, floor leader. Any other comments from the members? None? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta,
Pungan.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola.
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members present voting yes and 3 members absent.
With all 6 members voting yes and 3 members absent, the Standing Committee Report number 23-38 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and confirming Mr. Juan A. Pua nominated to fill the position of Commissioner for the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services. Short recess, please. We are back from a short recess. Back to our agenda this morning, under item N, reports of special conference committee, there's none. Item O, resolution calendar. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Bill, we have on today's bill calendar, Senate Bill 2303, to prohibit the purchase of leased vehicles paid by public funds by,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Senate Commemorative Resolution Number 2302, to commemorate the distinguished and remarkable life of the late Candidu Sahulumwar Babauta Taman, and to recognize his honorable service to the people of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands throughout Micronesia, and I move for its adoption.
Thank you, floor leader. There is a motion to adopt Senate Resolution number 23-02 and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays. Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-02 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Item P, bill calendar. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Now, we have Senate Bill 2303 to prohibit the purchase of leased vehicles paid by public funds by elected officials and to allow for an exemption for a government agency to purchase the leased vehicles strictly for the agency's use, and I move for its passage.
Thank you, floor leader. There is a motion to pass Senate Bill number 23-03, and it has been seconded. Any discussions from the members? Recognize Senator Selena Babauta.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to state for the record the opposition of Jolton Motors and other car dealerships out there, and they expressed perhaps a misunderstanding as to how the leased vehicles affect elected officials. Just wanted to register that for the record, as well as the comments from the Saipan Chamber of Commerce in opposition as well of this bill. And I just wanted to state those for the record, Madam President.
Thank you, floor leader, for those comments. Recognize Senator Donald Magnolia.
Thank you, Madam President. And while we have, as a committee, we have seen the comments, I do want to state that at least over the past 2 terms as an elected official, it is true that the members are given the opportunity to purchase out the leased vehicles, but at least on my occasion, they would still quote for the market value price as they would any other individual who would like to purchase a leased vehicle. However, I do want to express my support that, and just to show that, with the perception going on in the community that public funds were used to lease out these vehicles, that those would count towards the purchase price. This would just set teeth that, we as elected officials aren't given any special treatment because these vehicles were, in essence, partially paid off by public funds. And so I just wanted to express my support for the stricter statutes that would disallow for any elected official to get special treatment. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Magnolia, for that comment. Recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. Along the lines of Senator Magnolia, I would like to also express my support in the interest of just showing our constituents and our community that it's really no favorable actions given just to elected officials. However, I do like to state for the record that this bill does have a little loophole, and maybe we can address that at a later date. This only is pertaining to elected officials and not family members or extended family members. Thank you, Madam President. I yield for now.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola, for your comment. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta,
Yes.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Magnolia Dono,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members present voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Senate Bill number 23-03 hereby passes the Senate. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next up on the bill calendar, we have House Bill 23-60, House Draft 1, to reappropriate funds under Section 2G of Public Law 20-61 for the Health Network Program and for other purposes. And I move for its passage.
Thank you, floor leader. There is a motion to pass House Bill number 23-60, HD1. It has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Francisco Cruz.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to ask if I may, Madam President, the legal counsel to give her opinion whether this reappropriation is in violation of this public law 20-61. Is there any issue on this to reappropriate this funding based on the public law 20-61?
No, this is a reappropriation, so public law 20-61, section 2G, originally appropriated for a different purpose. Now the Senate or the legislature is basically amending that public law and reappropriating it for a different purpose. There's no problem.
There's no issue in any type of violation in regards to this funding.
No, because the legislature is changing the purpose for the use of the funds.
I just want a clarification on that, just to make sure that when I place my vote, there's no issue in the coming
I don't
future.
see any problem.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Cruz. Any other comments from the members? No, none? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta,
Yes.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator King Neighbors, Senator Magnolia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, House Bill number 23-60, HD1 hereby passes the Senate. Next item up is item Q, petitions, memorials, and miscellaneous communications. Clerk?
Madam President, we have miscellaneous communication numbers 23-50 to 23-54.
Any comments from the members? We're good? No comments? Thank you. Item R, announcements. Any announcements from the senators? Recognize Senator Donald Magnolia.
Thank you, Madam President. Just to inform the Fiscal Affairs Committee, we are looking at possibly acting on the concurrent resolution on the week of the 24th to the 28th, somewhere around there. We're just waiting on the Department of Finance to verify a few figures before we act on it, which in turn will affect the overall ceiling. And these pertain to the bond payments and the miscalculation of those bond payments. And so if we can get that, hopefully we get that by the end of this week. And so if so, we will act on that concurrent resolution around the 27th or the 28th so that the House can have a ceiling that they can use to pass their budget before the Senate acts on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Magnolia. Recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to formally inform the EAGI and JGL committee that effective today, I will be resigning as a member. And this is really to allow our Tinian a spot, given the chairwoman's approval on the EAGI and JGL committee for equal representation throughout the CNMI. I'd like to express for the record also, thank you, Madam Chair and the committee members for allowing me to be a part of this great team. I've learned a lot and I would cherish that in my Senate for years to come. Thank you, I yield for now.
Thank you, Senator Dennis Mendiola. And that particular communication will be circulating within the Senate. Recognize Senator Francisco Cruz.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm just wondering, Senate Bill 23-22. Is this,
I'll recognize the floor leader to explain that.
are we going to act on this?
You're wondering why we skipped over it? Is that correct? I was just alerted right before the session opened up from the clerk that that was already approved. It passed the Senate in April. So it was inadvertently included into today's agenda as well.
Okay, thank you.
Esta mapas. Thank you, and I yield.
Thank you, Floor Leader. Okay, moving on to item S under adjournment. Recognize Floor Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to adjourn today's session, subject to the call of the chair.
There's a motion to adjourn this session and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays? This session is hereby adjourned. Thank you, Senators.